Good day everyone, Charmar TV here for another video at pag-uusapan natin ng inscribed angles, central angles at saka yung kanilang intercepted arcs. So simulan na natin. Okay, so balikan muna natin yung parts ng triangle which is central angle at saka yung inscribed angle na na-discuss natin from the last video. Ano po? So when we say central angle, isa siyang angle na nasa circle wherein yung center nun ay nasa center mismo ng circle. Kaya tinawag na central angle. Tapos yung sides ng angle ay yung radii, that is plural ng radius, no, radii ng circle. So with these two radii, nakabuo sila ng central angle. So in this case, we have an angle whose measure is a degrees. Okay? Tapos sa isang angle, meron tayong arc na sinakop, no, ng angle. Ang tawag dito ay intercepted arc. Intercepted arc. Siya yung arc na sinakop ng angle na ito. So in this case, ang intercepted arc ng angle A ay itong arc B. Alright? So, anong relationship ng central angle sa kanyang intercepted arc? Pagdating sa measurement, yung measure ng central angle ay always equal doon sa measure ng intercepted arc niya. So, ibig sabihin kung anong measure ng central angle, ganun din sa intercepted arc. For example, kung ang measure ng central angle ay 30 degrees, ang measure ng kanyang intercepted arc ay 30 degrees din. Okay? Ayan po. Sa inscribed angle naman po, of course, isa siyang angle na nasa loob ng circle, but this time yung sides ng angle ay chords ng circle. Okay? Yung vertex ng inscribed angle ay nasa circumference mismo ng circle. So, ito po yung vertex. Tapos, we have an inscribed angle here. So, angle C po yung inscribed angle. Or, itong angle nun, itong angle na may measure na C. Alright? So, ano bang relationship ng inscribed angle sa kanyang intercepted arc? Ang intercepted arc po, ito po yung arc na sinakop ng inscribed angle. Okay, so ito po yung intercepted arc niya. So which is arc D or arc whose measure is D. Okay? Ayan po. So ano bang relationship ng inscribed angle sa kanyang intercepted arc? So bali ang measure ng inscribed angle ay kalahati ng measure ng kanyang intercepted arc. That is 1/2 times D. Okay? Ayan po. So for example, kung ang measure ng intercepted arc ay 60 degrees, bale ang measure ng inscribed angle ay kalahati nito, which is 30 degrees. Or kung ang given naman ay inscribed angle, let's say 45 degrees, 'di ba? 45 degrees, bale ang measure ng kanyang intercepted arc ay 90 degrees since yung sukat ng inscribed angle ay kalahati ng intercepted arc. Okay? So, ayan po yung pinagkaiba ng central at saka inscribed angle. Tapos yung relationship nila with intercepted arcs. Okay, so tandaan po natin pag central angle, kung ano yung measure ng central angle ay equal sa kanyang intercepted arc, at sa inscribed angle, kung ano ang measure nito ay kalahati nung kanyang intercepted arc. Okay? Okay, so let's start this. Name the intercepted arcs of the following angles, given that segment TE and segment RA are diameters. So, as we observe in this figure, okay, so we have two diameters here, segment TE, so dire-diretso dapat yan, tapos segment RA. So, sila po yung diameters ng circle. So, papangalanan natin yung intercepted arcs or yung arcs na sinakop ng bawat angle. So, for example, we have angle GOT. So, asan ba yung GOT? This one, no? Kung ititrace natin yung angle, so we have GOT. Ito yung mismong angle. Okay? Tapos kukunin natin yung arc na sinakop nito. Okay, which is this one. So anong pangalan nito? So ang pangalan ng arc na ito ay arc GT. Okay, so ayan po yung intercepted arc ng angle na ito. So makikita mo naman na yung intercepted arc ay yung katapat ng mismong angle. So ayun, madali mong malalaman yung intercepted arc. Magkatapat lang yan. Okay? Next, we have angle RAE. So we have angle RAE, this one. Okay? So, kukunin natin yung arc na nasa tapat ng angle na ito, which is yung tinatawag na intercepted arc. And that is this one. So, ang pangalan nito ay arc RE. Ayan. Okay. Next naman po, we have angle AOE. So, asan ba yung AOE? This one. Okay. Angle AOE. Ayan. Bali, ang pangalan ng intercepted arc ay nandito. So, ang pangalan nun ay arc AE. Okay? Yan yung nasa tapat ng angle AOE. Arc AE. Next, we have angle GOE. GOE. Ayan. So, bali, yung arc na nasa tapat niya ay ito. Di ba? Itong arc na ito. Ayan. So, bali, ang pangalan nito ay arc GE. Ayan. Mula sa G, papunta sa A. So, hindi mo kailangang isulat yung R. Or GRE, pwede naman yon. Pero GE, mas maganda. Kasi, mula dito hanggang dito, diba? Ang pinaka-importante dyan yung endpoints ng, ng arc. Okay? Ayan po. Arc GE. Para alam natin na ito yon. And then, finally, we have angle TEA. This one, angle TEA. Ayan. So, bali yung arc na nasa tapat niya ay ito. Okay? Ito yung sinakop ng angle na ito. So, bali, ang pangalan ng arc na ito ay arc TA. And there you go. Ito na po yung intercepted arcs ng given angles. Okay? Ayan po. Okay, para sa third part is to find the measure of required arcs or angles. So, umpisa tayo sa measure of angle DOR. So, meron tayong given measurements, no, ng ilan sa mga angles at saka arcs, di ba? So, halimbawa ito, angle ROA is 30 degrees, while dito naman may 50 degrees sa labas. So, ito yung measure ng arc MA. Ayan. So, sila yung given sa figure na ito. Okay. So, kukunin natin yung measure ng angle DOR. So, asa yung DOR? This one. Okay? So, this is angle DOR. Ayan. So, kukunin natin yung measurement ng DOR. Pero paano? It goes like this, no? Ito kasi, itong angle na ito ay isang right angle. Kaya may dito, no? Square marker dito. Automatically, ang measure nito is 90 degrees. Okay? Ngayon, dahil given na yung dalawang angles, kukunin natin yung measure ng angle na ito kasi magkakatabi sila. So yung measure, yung pinagsamang tatlong angle ay 180 degrees. Mula rito, papunta sa kabilang side. So 180 na yan. Okay? So we have 90 degrees and 30 degrees already. So kukunin na lang natin yung kulang para maging 180. So, to get the measure of angle DOR, isubtract mo lang yung 180 sa total measurements ng dalawang ito. So, 90 plus 30, that is equal to 120. This is equal to 60 degrees. So, 60 degrees is the measure of angle DOR. So, ilagay natin yung 60 dito. Okay? Ayan. Next, we have the measure of arc AE. Ayan. So, itong arc, no, ang kukunin natin na measurement. So, itong arc AE, alam mo ba kung anong angle ang katapat nito? Itong angle mismo. Okay? Itong angle mismo, no? Na ang angle na ito ay isang right angle. At ang katapat ng right angle ay yung intercepted arc, which is arc AE. So, by definition, yung relationship between central angle, kasi nasa center yung vertex central angle at saka yung kanyang intercepted arc, yung measurements nila ay equal. So kung 90 degrees ang measure ng central angle na ito, so thus its intercepted arc, which is also 90 degrees. So ibig sabihin ang measure ng arc AE ay 90 degrees. Okay, so di natin nilagyan ng degree kasi measure we are pertaining the value, no? Okay. Next, the measure of angle MDA. So ito yung angle MDA. Okay? MDA. So isa siyang inscribed angle na binubuo ng dalawang chords tapos yung vertex ay nasa circle. Okay, and by relationship or property, no, yung relationship between inscribed angle at saka yung kanyang intercepted arc, no, kasi ito yung inscribed angle, yung kanyang intercepted arc ay nasa tapat niya, which is this one, no, which is given yung measurement which is 50 degrees. So yung measure ng inscribed angle ay kalahati ng measure ng kanyang intercepted arc. So yung measure ng angle na ito, which is yung inscribed angle, is 50 degrees divided by 2 or 25 degrees. So the measure of this angle is 25 degrees. Next, number 4, the measure of arc MD. So this one, no? Measure of arc MD. Diba? Okay, so kung i-analyze natin na maigi, ganito yun, no? So itong line na ito, no, or segment na ito ay diameter. Okay, kagaya ng in-explain ko kanina, no, kung gagawin nating central angle itong diameter, no, magiging straight angle na siya na ang measure is 180 degrees, and by definition of a central angle, yung measure ng central angle is equal to its intercepted arc. So kung 180 degrees to, ganon din sa arc na ito. Okay? So itong buong arc na ito mula D papunta sa M papunta sa A, 180 degrees na yan. Meron na tayong 50 degrees dito sa part na ito. So ang kukunin na lang natin measure is dito, since ito yung required. So you just subtract 50 from 180 and you'll get the answer. So 180 minus 50 equals 130 degrees. Ayan, 130 degrees na siya. Okay? And then lastly, sa number 5, we have the measure of angle RAM. So, mula sa R, papunta sa A, papunta sa M. Ayan. So, ito yung kahabaan ng arc. So, R, A, M in exact order dahil dito. Okay? So, ititrace natin yan in exact order. Okay, so yung arc na ito ay dinaanan niya yung tatlong individual arcs. So mula sa R papunta sa E papunta sa A, at A papunta sa M. So kukunin natin yung measure ng arc na ito. Okay, so yung measure ng RE po natin is also 30 degrees kasi yung central angle niya is 30 degrees din. So yung intercepted arc na ito is 30 degrees. Ngayon, pwede na natin i-add yung measurement ng arcs na dinaanan ng arc RAM. So we have 30, 90, and 50. So 30 plus 90 plus 50, that is equal to 170. And thus, yan yung measure ng arc RAM. 170 degrees. The last one is to solve for x, no? So ayan yung last part natin para matapos na, no? So sa number 1 at saka sa number 2, yung angles na nandito sa loob ng circle ay central angles. Okay? Kasi yung vertex nila ay nasa center ng circle. Okay, so kukunin natin yung value ng x, no? And according sa property, yung measure ng central angle ay equal doon sa measure ng kanyang intercepted arc. So, ibig sabihin, yung measure nito ay equal dito. Yan yung measure ng intercepted arc niya. So, ang gagawin natin, no, sa 3x minus 5, yan yung measure ng central angle. Tapos yung intercepted arc, x plus 55. i-equate natin silang dalawa. Kasi equal yung measurements nila dapat. So, we have 3x minus 5 equals x plus 55. Ganun ang ano natin, no? Working equation. And then, ayan na, we are going to solve for x. So, dito, yung x, kailangan mawala to. So, subtract x both sides. So, wala na to, di ba? Tapos, yung negative 5, no? Mawala yung negative 5 by adding 5 both sides. Wala na rin to. So, ang natira is ito, 3x minus x is 2x, and 55 plus 5 is 60. Divide both sides by 2. So, x is equal to 30. Okay, so ganun lang siya kasimple, no? Next, number 2, we have 2x plus 47 degrees. Tapos, 3x degrees. So, ito yung measure ng central angle, which is 3x degrees. And ito naman, no, ang measure nito is 2x plus 47 degrees. Yan yung intercepted arc ng central angle. So, according nga sa property, yung measure ng central angle ay kaparehas sa intercepted arc. No? So, equate natin tong dalawa. 3x equals 2x plus 47. So, ayan na. Yun na yung working equation natin na isosolve for x. So, subtract na lang natin yung 2 sa both sides. No? So, minus 2x. Ayan. And we got 3x minus 2x equals x. And wala na to. So, 47 na lang natira dito, no? So, tapos na. X na agad, no? Wala na tayong i-divide pa kasi yung coefficient ng x ay already 1. So, we got the answer, no, as the value of x, which is x is equal to 47. So, para naman sa number 3 at saka sa number 4, ang given angles na nasa loob ng circle ay inscribed angles. And according nga sa property, yung measure ng inscribed angle ay kalahati ng measure ng intercepted arc. Okay? So, tandaan po natin, yung measure ng inscribed angle ay kalahati ng measure ng intercepted arc. Okay? So, kung ise-set up natin yung equation na ito, 'di ba, yung 6x plus 2 ay yung measure ng inscribed angle. So, kalahati siya ng measure ng kanyang intercepted arc, which is 10x plus 14. So, yung 1/2 ita-times natin dito sa measurement na ito. Okay, so 1/2 multiplied by 10x plus 14. Yan. Okay, and we now have a working equation like this. Okay, so ayan na, pwede na nating isolve for x, no? Kaya lang may fraction to, so ang gagawin natin is i-multiply muna natin both sides by 2 para ma-cancel to, no? So i-multiply natin both sides by 2. Ayan. Multiplication property of equality, tandaan po natin. Ayan. Okay. Wala na yung fraction, so i-distribute na lang natin, no? So 2 times 6x is 12x and 2 times 2 is 4. And then, wala na to. We have 10x plus 14 naman. Ayan. Ang next natin gagawin is, yung 10x, kailangan mawala to. So, isubtract natin both sides by 10x. Tapos, yung 4 naman sa left side, kailangan din mawala to. So, isubtract natin by 4 both sides. So, mawala si 10x, mawawala din si 4. So, we have 12x minus 10x that is equal to 2x and 14 minus 4 equals 10. And divide both sides by 2. So, x is equal to 5. Ayan. Sa number 4 naman, no, ang measure ng inscribed angle ay 5x minus 2. Samantalang yung kanyang intercepted arc ay 9x plus 12. So, ganun din gagawin kagaya sa number 3, no? So, yung measure ng inscribed angle na 5x minus 2 is 1/2 doon sa measure ng kanyang intercepted arc. So, 1/2 times 9x plus 12. Ganyan. Okay? And then, saka natin isolve for x. So, once again, may fraction. So, i-multiply muna natin both sides by 2. So, cancel na to. no? So, i-distribute na lang natin itong 2 sa 5x at saka sa negative 2. So, 2 times 5x is 10x. Then, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Ayan. And, yun na, mawala na to. Magiging 9x plus 12 na lang. And, ang susunod natin gagawin is, yung 9x, kailangan mawala to. So, subtract 9x both sides. Wala na to, 'di ba? Tapos yung negative 4 naman, kailangan din mawala to. So, plus 4 both sides. Ayan. So, we have 10x minus 9x. That is equal to x na lang. 1x kasi, di ba? Or x. Equals 12 plus 4 equals 16. So, wala na tayong i-divide kasi yung coefficient ng x is already 1. So, the value of x should be 16 and that is the answer. Okay, so let us move on to the last part wherein kailangan natin i-solve by using algebra. So, ito na. Determine the value of x and all required angles and arcs. Okay? And arcs kasi may mga iba na hinahanap yung measure pati arcs. Okay? And arcs. Yan. Okay, so number 1, we have x. Kukunin muna natin value ng x. Number 2, measure of angle LOG. Number 3, measure of arc LE. Number 4, measure of angle AEN. Number 5, measure of arc EA. And number 6, measure of arc ANG. Okay, so isa sa pinaka-effective na paraan to solve all of this is isosolve muna natin lahat ng parts ng circle, mapa-angles man or arc. So, kukunin natin lahat ng measures as much as possible. Okay? Kahit may mga parts ng angle na hindi naman kailangang kunin, pero baka kailangan yun to solve for the required angle. Okay? May mga ganun instances. Okay? So, mag-uumpisa muna tayo sa angle na ito, which is automatic a right angle. So, ibig sabihin, ang measure nun ay 90 degrees. Okay? Ayan po. And of course, since this angle is 90 degrees at isa siyang central angle, bali, ito naman, itong arc na ito, intercepted arc, ay 90 degrees din. Okay? Ayan po, 90 degrees din. Ayan. Next naman po is, for this one, so ang measure ng arc LG ay 24 degrees. And itong angle na ito ay naka-intercept dito. So, ibig sabihin, kung ito ay central angle at ang measure ng intercepted arc ay 24 degrees, itong central angle ay may measure na 24 degrees as well. Okay? Ayan po. And then for this one, kukunin natin yung measure ng arc EL. Okay? But first, we're going to solve for x first kasi di pa natin nahanap yung exact measure ng angle na ito. So as we can see, we have 3 angles here na kapag pinagdikit mo, bale straight line, makabuo sila ng straight line. Okay? So ibig sabihin nun, from this one papunta sa kabilang side, di ba, pinakakabilang side, bale ang sum ng tatlong angles na ito ay 180 degrees. So kapag pinag-plus natin yung tatlong ito, 180 degrees na siya. So ang gagawin natin is magbi-build tayo ng equation. Okay? So we have 3x plus 15 plus 24 and plus 90 degrees. Okay? Equals 180. Ayan. So, 180 muna. And then, we're going to solve for x. Okay? So, combine like terms, we have 15 plus 24 plus 90. That is equal to 129. Okay? So, we have 3x here. 3x plus 129 equals 180. Okay? And then, subtract 129 or add negative 129 both sides. Okay, mag-add tayo sa negative 129 both sides para ma-cancel to. So, 180 minus 129 equals 51. So, 3x is equal to 51. And then, divided by 3 both sides para ma-cancel to. So, we have x is equal to 17. So, ibig sabihin nun, ang value ng x dapat ay 17 para mag-satisfy. Okay? Ayan po. Ayan. And then, magagamit natin yung x is equal to 17 para hanapin yung nawawalang angle nito. Okay? Katulad ng angle na ito, AEN. So, we have x plus 40 here. Pwede na nating palitan ng 17 to. Okay? So, alisin muna natin to. Ayan. Ayan. So, since x plus 40 yung measure nito, and x is equal to 17, pwede natin palitan to ng 17. So, we have 17 plus 40, that is equal to 57 degrees. So, this one is 57 degrees. Okay? And then this angle, AEN, is an inscribed angle. Okay? Tapos, ito yung kanyang intercepted arc. Meaning to say, kung ano yung measure ng inscribed angle, kalahati lang ng measure ng kanyang intercepted arc. Okay? So, kung ito ay 57 degrees at yan ang kalahati, bali ang buo nun ay 114 degrees. Because kalahati ng 114 degrees ay 57 degrees. Okay? Or, pwede mo namang i-times sa 2 kung given na i-inscribe, tapos kukunin mo yung intercepted arc. So, you just multiply this number by 2. So, 57 times 2 equals 114 degrees. Okay? Now, we have 114 degrees na arc dito. No? Pero di naman talaga 114 degrees. Dapat, nandito dapat. Well, anyways, not to scale yan. Okay? So, 114 degrees. Bale, ang measure nito, diba? Makukuha natin measure nito kasi mula dito sa N papunta sa E. Okay? 180 na yan. Okay, 180. Eh, isa sa parts nun ay 114 degrees. So, to get the measure of this one, you just subtract 114 mula sa 180. So, 180 minus 114 is equal to 66 degrees. So, this means, ang measure nito ay 66 degrees. Okay? And then, mayroon pa tayong nakalimutan. Kukunin pa natin yung measure nitong angle na ito at saka yung kanyang intercepted arc. Okay? So, for this one, we have 3x plus 15. So, 3 times 17. Diba? Because x is equal to 17. So, yung x, pwede natin palitan to. Okay? Plus 15. Okay? So, 3 times 17 equals 51 plus 15 equals 66 degrees. So, this one is 66 degrees. Ayan. And, since this is a central angle whose measure is 66 degrees, bali, ang measure ng kanyang intercepted arc is also 66 degrees. Okay? Kasi yung relationship ng central angle at saka yung kanyang intercepted arc equal yung kanilang measure. Okay? Now, mukhang enough na yan to answer all of these questions. Okay? So, to start with number 1, kukunin natin yung value of x. So, we have 17 here. So, ang sagot dito ay 17. Next, number 2, we have the measure of angle LOG. Where's the angle LOG? This one. Okay? At nakuha natin is 24 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, ang measure net ng angle LOG ay 24 degrees. Next, number 3, we have the measure of arc LE. So, asan ba yung arc LE dito? Ito yon. Okay? Arc LE, which is found to be 66 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, ang sagot dito ay 66 degrees. Ayan. Next, number 4, we have angle AEN. This one, diba? So, nakuha natin ay 57 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, ang sagot dito ay 57 degrees. Next, we have the measure of angle EA. Ayan, angle EA. And it is found out to be 66 degrees. Ayan, 66 degrees. And then lastly, we have the measure of arc ANG. So, A and G. Ayan. So, nadaan na nating measures ay 114 at saka 90 degrees. Kumbaga, nagsama sila sa isang arc. Okay, 140 tsaka 90 degrees. So, of course, kukunin natin yung sum nila. So, 114 plus 90 is equal to 204 degrees. Ang total nun is 204 degrees. And that's it. Nasagutan natin lahat ng questions dito. So, yun nga, ang pinaka effective dito is kukunin mo lahat yung measures ng lahat ng parts ng circle. So, kukunin mo yung measure ng bawat arcs at saka yung angles. Para pag magsasagot na tayo dito, titingin na lang tayo or mag-a-add or magsusubtract tayo if necessary. Okay, so ayun po ang topic natin, which is about inscribed angles at saka yung central angles ng circle. Okay, so tandaan po lagi kapag central angle, yung measure ng kung ano yung measure ng central angle ay equal sa kanyang intercepted arc, at kung ano ang measure ng inscribed angle ay kalahati ng sa intercepted arc. Okay, so that's all for today, and I hope you have learned something. So wag niyo pong kakalimutan mag-subscribe sa aking channel, and paki-follow na rin po ako sa TikTok account. Okay? So stay safe, God bless, and as always, have a great day sa ating lahat.